people on the YouTubes. Do not adjust your screen. 'Tis I, Misty Levigne. I am all gussied up today because I've just spent the last half hour taking pictures for my blog. I don't have the coins to hire a photographer, so I thought, I've got an iPhone, I've got a digital camera, I'm gonna make this shit happen. So that's what I've been doing for the last hour or so. So I went ahead and put on a full face of makeup to go nowheres, but hopefully I look okay. I don't know. If you see me looking down, Roxy has decided to come visit. So this is what I decided to put on for my pictures. I thought it went nicely with my background. So yeah, so anyway, if those of you are new here, you're like, what the hell is she talking about? Oh, hello. I'm finally, after 3 years, getting my vlog website up and going. Hopefully they're getting it designed and ready to go, and I needed a few more photos. So I am taking some face-to-face photos, then I'm gonna do some photos hopefully of my hands. We'll see, I probably won't get to those today. It is like almost 4 o'clock. I didn't start doing my makeup till like almost 2. So I've gotten a late start to the day. So anyway, so welcome to my weigh-in and update video for June 10th. Oh, hello. Hi. Look who it is. Say hi. Hi. You cannot play right now. Mama is busy. Here, down. Thank you. That was Roxy, by the way. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Misty. I am documenting weight loss, all sorts of stuff here on this channel. And this is my weigh-in and update video for July 10th. This is the 10th, right? Wednesday, July 10th. If you missed it, I posted my July weigh-in and my goals on Sunday. I actually filmed that a week ago. I kind of waffled back and forth on putting it up. And the main reason is that whole discussion about weight loss surgery. Rob and I talked about it, and he's like, and I was like, I don't know that I want to share that with people. And then I decided that I try to be as transparent as possible on this channel, and that's something that I am seriously considering if the next 5 months, you know, I can't make a serious dent in my weight and overall health. So I went ahead and put it up on Sunday. I'm doing so much better. So like I said, this is July 10th. 1 month ago today, I went into the hospital, right? No, I woke up and couldn't walk. That was Monday, June 10th. So a month ago, I went into the hospital on the 11th with a ruptured or herniated disc in my back. Spent 3 weeks in a wheelchair. Yeah, I finally started walking basically with just the assistance of a walker probably on Friday. Yesterday was my very first day going out and about on my own. I drove myself to the salon. That was the first time I'd driven in over a month. Probably I'd gone to therapy, so probably 5 weeks. It was a struggle, but I did it. Luckily, I have a rollator. A lot of people had suggested a rollator in one of the videos where I said I wanted to tray. I have a rollator. Luckily, Lisa's family was so generous and they donated that to me. And then when I was in the hospital, they gave me the bariatric walker, you know, with the feet and the wheels on the front, just a normal walker. I got that while I was in the hospital, and that's really what I've been relying on in the house to help me walk. And when I went yesterday, I used that, and it probably weighs 3 pounds, 4 pounds, where the rollator only weighs 9, but with my myasthenia gravis, that rollator might as well weigh 100 pounds. So I walked and did all of that, got my nails done, got my toes done, came home, and then I had physical therapy, and holy shitola, I have been in a lot of pain ever since. And it's just because I'm able to do so much more. So he had me go through a couple of new exercises. He had me walking the house a couple of times, and it's just my body getting reacclimated to actually doing something, because again, I was basically wheelchair bound for almost an entire month. So I'm really paying for it today. I did drive myself to therapy, and I did walk up his driveway or his sidewalk without any assistance, and that's the first time I've done that. So I am still having some pain in my back. I haven't had a chance to ice it today, so when I'm done when I'm done with this video, while I'm editing it and getting it ready to upload, I'm gonna be icing my lower back. So my herniated disc is either in L3, L4, or L4 or L5, somewhere in that area. So I am feeling better. My physical therapist, I have one more session tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then he will reevaluate me next week based on my evaluation. Then I think I have 30, like he can go another 30 days before I have to be reevaluated by a physician. I see my primary care physician on the 22nd. Luckily, we have a really close relationship because he's been my doctor now for 6 years, and I can say, hey, this is what I need, and he makes it happen. I mean, I called, 2 weeks ago, and was like, I need a wheelchair, and they made it happen. So I now own my own wheelchair. It cost me $10 out of pocket, and I have met my out-of-pocket max. Praise Jesus. This is the longest it's taking me, and that's because normally my out-of-pocket max was like $1,200, and they upped it to $3,000. And I know they did that so our monthly premiums wouldn't be so high, but good grief. So yeah, so now insurance pays 100% for the rest of the year. This would actually be the best time to have weight loss surgery if I was going to consider it, but it's just too big of a decision to rush. And like I said, it's a tool, but it doesn't solve the cravings. It doesn't help with the mental aspect of things. And yeah, so I'm going to give myself to the end of the year. Like I mentioned, if you didn't watch that video, and if I haven't lost between 30 and 50 pounds, a significant amount of weight by the end of the year, then starting in January, it is something that I'm going to consider. So I weighed in the 1st of June at like 386.6. I weighed in the 1st of July last week at Wednesday at like 386.6 or 386.8 or 386.9. And I'm weighing in today at 386, and I'm gonna post the picture with the timestamp at the top so you guys know I'm not lying. I laughed my ass off when I got on the scale this morning. Honestly, I am not the least bit concerned about it because I was on a really mega dose of steroids, not like last week. Did I finish that up last week? I honestly don't know. Everything is running together. Time is just like, it feels like things are in warp speed. So anyway, I finished the steroids, and I have prednisone. So there's several types of steroids. And I have one of two reactions. The first reaction is I don't want to eat anything and I can't sleep. The second reaction is I want to eat every single food you put in front of my face plus some, and I sweat. I have night sweats. Unfortunately, this time it was number 2. I bet I probably ate 400,692,306.9998713 calories. Well, on that stupid steroid, I remember the first day I was like, we had a huge breakfast. I don't even remember what we had. I think I ordered IHOP. Like I DoorDashed or Uber Eats IHOP. We had a big breakfast. I don't remember what we did. I don't remember. Anyway, no, I think we were out and about. I don't remember. Anyway, like 2 hours later, I was starving. Like I hadn't eaten all day, and I was like, "What the heck? We just had a huge meal." And then it was time to take my dose of steroid, and I was like, "Oh, now I know." So, and it's unfortunate, but again, it is what it is. I think I would have been down a couple of pounds today if I hadn't been dealing with some inflammation from all of the overactivity yesterday. I woke up this morning for the first time in a long time with some swelling in my fingers, and I know it's just a little bit of extra fluid because I did so much yesterday and my body's just not used to doing that. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not setting any number goals weekly or monthly, other than over the next 5 months, I would like to lose between 30 and 50 pounds, and that's it. I am recording these weekly weigh-ins just because I want to see the scale and just kind of keep myself accountable, and that way I can share my progress with you guys, but it's not such a huge thing. I wanted to check my ketones this morning, but I didn't get a chance to. I need to do a new bottle, and I literally just finished that bottle, and I've had that bottle of strips for a year and a half. No, that's not right. A year and like 3 months. So a year and 2 months, a year and 3 months. So that's how long a bottle of strips, ketone strips, lasted me. Of course I went a little bit with missing on, but if you go once a week, you'll get a full year out of it. Anyway, I forgot how you do it when you have a new bottle of strips. So I was like, I don't have time for that this morning. So I knew I had to get these pictures done today because I need to get them edited, pick out the ones I want, and get them to my blog designer. So I don't know what my ketone level is because my goal for this week was to get off soda and to start producing ketones. I had soda yesterday at the place where I got my nails done. I really wanted Starbucks, but unfortunately I don't have a cup holder. I need to look for a cup holder for that walker. I bet I can just use those cup holders like you put in your car, like that. I bet I can do that, like hangs over the window. Do they even make those anymore? I don't know. Anyway, I think because I didn't have a cup holder, I didn't get Starbucks because I was like, oh, I'll just grab a coffee, or I was going to stop at Sonic and get an iced tea, you know, something that I can have with me. Because when I go to get my nails and my toes done, it's a 3-hour process. It's about an hour to get my pedicure. And then my nail guy takes his time because I've explained to him that I have, you know, immune suppression therapy and that I can't risk having my cuticles or something like that damaged. And so he likes to take his time, you know, taking the nails off, putting, you know, I just do the dip powder. I did a coffin shape. I'm not loving it. But so these are my nails right now. They're like it's supposed to be an ombre. It's like a light pink to dark pink. It's not my favorite, but I like to experiment. So it is what it is. So I did have a couple of sodas yesterday. It was either that or margarita. So I knew the margarita mix wouldn't be sugar-free. So, but I plan on not having soda again the rest of the week. So if I can limit it to 1 day a week, then I'm not gonna, you know, flip out about it. So those were my two goals. Like I said, I'm not sure about the ketones. I'm going to check in the morning. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's AtHomewithMisty. I think it's already linked in the description box down below. You can follow me there, and I will try to remember to post it there. I will also try to remember to post it on the community tab. I need to get in the habit of using that more. That would be a simple way for me to update you guys in case I'm sick and can't post a video, etc. So that would be easy to do. So yeah, the next couple of weeks I'm going to keep my weigh-ins on Wednesdays, but then I think I'm going to go back to Mondays. I've asked my therapist if we can go back to Mondays because for a while I was on Monday, and then he was working for somebody else on Monday and Tuesday, so he switched me to Wednesday, but I want to go back to Monday. Having him in the middle of the week just kind of feels like it disrupts my flow. I don't know. I just want to go back to Mondays. That way I see him, or Fridays, like see him at the beginning of the week or see him at the end of the week. That way I can either start my week off right or end my week, you know, with some help. But yeah, as far as the feelings of that deep dark place, I am feeling loads better. I'm not that deep. I'm not that dark anymore. But you know, I had the one doctor telling me that I had to have surgery or I was never going to walk again. And then I had my physical therapist, you know, telling me I needed to get a bed rail and how I could adapt my shower, you know, for if I couldn't walk. And it just got to, I told my therapist today, I was like, there was no slow descent. It was like, you know, Tower of Terror, whatever, where I was like, I was good and then I wasn't good, but I'm doing so much better now. So yeah, so I hope to have a Foodie Friday video for you guys this week. We'll see if I can get it edited. It's going to be my favorite cream sauces. I've been making those, and I finally got the last one done last night. What else do I have to tell you? That's basically it. I mean, I literally just saw you guys last week. So, or Sunday. You guys just saw me on Sunday. So, yeah. That's it. So just to recap, my 90-day goals, one of them is to decrease my insulin intake, and the other one is to decrease my Tramadol intake. Tramadol is the pain medicine that I am on. I'm gonna hopefully, right now I'm taking 100 milligrams in the morning and 100 milligrams at night. I'm hoping to like be able to bump that down a little bit and supplement with CBD oil. I think I started to talk about that in the last video and I never really did finish what I was gonna say. Hemp bombs, I think it's with an S. I'll try to remember to link that down below. They're 2,000 milligrams is like good. Now the only problem is it's $169 a bottle. It is not cheap. But if you sign up for their email list or whatever, you get a coupon for your very first purchase. They've sent me 2 or 3 times I've gotten an email with like a 20% off your purchase. They just did 28% off for 4th of July. I don't know if it's still going or not, but you know, if you keep an eye out for it, you know, buy a couple of bottles at a time. You may want to start on a lower dose. I just knew that 2,000 milligrams is probably what I needed. I don't know that I'm going to stick with half a dropper because that's what I've been taking. Like I've been in so much pain because of this stupid herniated disc that I needed all the help that I could get. But I don't know that I need quite that much. One thing it does, because it's also good for anxiety, it puts me to sleep. So it's like I can't take it and then go and do something because it literally makes me drowsy. It makes me so stinking tired. So, but it's good. I really, really like it. It has MCT oil, hemp seed oil, and something else in it along with the cannabis oil. So it's not 100% CBD oil. But I tried 100% CBD oil from another company, and honestly, it just didn't do anything. Nothing. Also, if it's legal in your state, there are dispensaries. Is that what they're calling themselves? Dispensaries? I don't know. There are several like that popped up around where I live. So if you're in the DFW area, what is it called? It's a Native American. It has a Native American feather on the logo, but I can't remember what it's called. It's something, but it's a Native American type name. So if you're in DFW, they are around. There's several in the Rowlett, Rockwall, Mesquite, Garland area. So over on the east side of town, you may find something. So yeah, so those are my 90-day goals. My 30-day goal is to drop a size. I never did measure. It is what it is. We're never going to know my measurements ever in my life. But I will know because my rings will fit again. Waiting for that. And you'll be able to tell in my face because my face won't be quite as thick. Someone asked me if I had the scale that tells you your fat percentage. I don't. I followed back to Chubby, and she had a scale that she bought on Amazon that was rated up to like 600 pounds, I think. It was like $60. That is the best scale ever. I think it's linked down below. I have some of my favorite Amazon products linked down below. Of course, they're affiliate links, but like the Keto Mojo, I make like, have I ever gotten paid by Amazon? I don't think I've ever gotten paid by Amazon. It is what it is. But anyway, that's it. I'm a little hyped up on caffeine. I had a Trenta iced coffee and then I had a Route 44 iced tea. I, did my makeup. I did film that video, so it may go up on Sunday. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on how, I think it took me 2 hours to do this, but of course I've had a really long day. Haven't had my Mestinon in 2 days, so my arms are about dead. But anyway, so my goal for next week. So we talked about the 90-day goals. We talked about the 30-day goals. My goals for next week are to continue to get off soda. So hopefully that. And I want the scale to move. I'm not going to say a number, but I want the scale to go down. I would like to see a loss next week. So that's my goal. I know I mentioned in the last video, you know, asked if you guys would like to see me do a meal plan. I am going to try to do that this weekend. This past weekend, I was so irritated. I was so irritated. I love my husband. Normally he goes shopping on Sunday. So normally I know that I can take Sunday, you know, Saturday night or into Sunday morning, sit down, write my grocery list, think of a meal plan. Well, he decided, like, he came and told me, he's like, okay, I'm going to go shopping in like 30 minutes. And I was just like, I was like, well, what do you want to eat? And he's like, I don't care. And I'm just like, so I literally had him buy like the basic essentials, and it's basically been a fend for yourself week. He's finishing up the meals that I'd made for him for busy season. He had bought a couple of frozen dinners for last week. Like, so it's basically been fend for yourself. Today was his first day back to work, working at his job, rather than working from home in a month. So we're gonna go celebrate at In-N-Out. So yeah, I love him, but it's not helpful when someone says, I don't care, I don't know. It's like, well, I can't cook those things. Thank you very much. As far as cooking, yesterday I cooked some mushrooms and made a cream sauce. Like I said, I'm going to share with you guys, and I just keep my wheelchair in the kitchen. I can't stand for any length of time. I can walk, but standing longer than 3 or 4 seconds is really, really painful. So I just roll my wheelchair up close to the stove, and that's where I stir, etc. So hopefully I can get back into cooking. If it's the last thing I do this weekend, I'm going to break out my Instant Pot and at least try to make some boiled eggs, something. So maybe I can try to work in some recipes for that. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you for everyone that's left comments on the other videos. I've responded to as many as I can. But like I said, I have a lot of things on my plate. I've got to get this site launched. Seriously, I've got to get it launched. I literally paid for it 3 years ago, around this time, and they wanted to start working on it. And right when they wanted to start working on it is when my symptoms started for the myasthenia, and I just couldn't do anything. Like, I just couldn't get pictures taken or anything like that. So hopefully one of the 3,000 pictures I just took worked. But anyway, thank you so much for your support. I love you. I'll see you Friday, hopefully. Maybe Sunday, maybe. But if not, definitely next week. Bye for now.